So it's day 16 of our Araroa through hike, and we're just leaving the free campsite at kilometre 307. We were there last night with another TA camper and the Williams family, so it was a great night. The possums at that site were absolutely crazy. So as soon as we actually didn't see any, but as soon as all the lights went off, the possums were just out of the trees and going crazy. You could hear them running through between the tents and through the trees, and there's some eggs at that site, and they knocked over the bin and had a bit of a look in there, and then they settled down quite quickly. So the other cool thing about that campsite is that there's clearly kiwi around, so we heard them last night, so that was great. So it was a female kiwi that we heard calling last night. Today we are off to Whananaki. We've got a choice there of a tent site or a cabin, but I reckon we're going to tent again tonight because it's another glorious day. So while the tent is quite wet with condensate in the morning, it doesn't take long to dry it out when we get into camp, so we'll probably camp in the tent tonight. The Williams family are also going to be in Whananaki, so we're looking forward to catching them up with them this evening and spending a little bit more time with them and their absolutely delightful kids. Those kids are so cool. So we've had such a fun morning. This morning when we had breakfast, we were having conversations that range from scars to motorbikes to giant spiders and all sorts of things. So they're really cool kids, and it's been an absolute pleasure spending time with them. So I think today in Whananaki we see the longest footbridge in New Zealand, so I'll take some footage of that when we finally get there. As I think I mentioned, we've got about 22 k's to do today. At the moment we're walking through a farm. So I'll catch up again a bit later. Bye. We're walking along this lovely track, and then out of this lovely big red shed pops this big boy. Good morning. Turkeys. We are about 5 k's in on our day 16 walk to Whananaki, and road walking again today for this portion of the trail. This lovely country meadow road, beautiful forest around us, nice and shady. Lovely herd of Jersey cows on the Whananaki road. There is so much grass through here. A very happy farmer, I'm sure. What we just found on the side of the road. Some young Frisian bulls. 14 k's in now, and I've been on this road for a while, maybe an hour I think. Oh, they're following us. So, I have it on very good authority that there is a cafe in the supermarket, or in the Foursquare at Whananaki, where we're going to tonight, that does burgers. So for the last maybe 12 of the 14 k's that we've travelled today, we have been discussing the type of burger that we might enjoy a bit later on, because everything seems to revolve. There's a lot of conversation about food on these big long days, so we really look forward to each meal, and thought of having burgers very shortly after a few days of dehydrated meals and wraps. It's very attractive. These guys are just hanging out on the side of the road. No fence. There's another one over there. Pretty happy. Well, we arrived at the Whananaki Holiday Park. We ended up getting in at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Did 22 k's. I think Paul said we did 280 metres of elevation, so not a huge day. It was a lot of road walking today though. So apparently the track has changed since last year because of Kari dieback. So we get an extra 5 k's on the the free camp that we stayed at last night to Whananaki, where we are now. Plus most of it ended up being road walking. It got pretty hot, like in the afternoon. It got really warm. So the last little bit was on the Whananaki Estuary Trail, which was absolutely beautiful because it was shady and it was really soft underfoot. It's quite pretty walking through there. So we're down at the estuary at the moment. And the holiday park is just up here. So we have set up tent and getting ready for dinner now. So unfortunately, turns out that they don't do burgers on a Tuesday. So when we got in, I'm so excited about getting a late burger. There's no burgers on Tuesday. They only serve at this time of the year hot food on a Friday through Sunday. So we consoled ourselves with an ice cream and a big packet of chips. So that's alright. This place is quite nice. There is a large kitchen in here, there's a swimming pool, there's a laundry, hot showers. So the showers were $1 for 2 minutes, and the washing machine was $6 for a load. There were dryers, but it was a beautiful day, so we were early enough that we could get everything outside to dry.